is, do you believe? And sometimes you have to be honest about the fact that your spiritual immaturity rather, is due to the fact that you have knowledge of God, not through relationship, not through experience, but through hearsay. Some of you all have not yet met God through experience. You met God from what you've heard others say about him. And so therefore you establish your faith on what they were saying about him. But I need about 4 or 5 people who don't mind testifying. Since I have experienced him, I can tell you that in my spiritual immaturity, I know he's able, but sometimes I still can't wait. But I got to tell y'all something. Can I tell you? They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up. They shall walk. They shall run and not faint. I tell y'all, I'm just trying to help somebody. The Lord honors spiritual immaturity. But the last thing the text says, notice he says spiritual immaturity must be acknowledged by funereal fragilities. I'm excited. Then he says spiritual immaturity must be acknowledged by faith. But here's the part that got me, and it's going to help you, Reverend Levu, and some other folk. The Lord told me to tell you this directly for you, that spiritual immaturity must be acknowledged by failure. See, Reverend Levu and Dr. L.D. Tate, sometimes we get down on ourselves because we don't make it to the mark we tried to make it to. I know y'all ain't going to tell on yourself. But sometimes I may look like I'm accomplishing it. But in the inner man, I'm beating myself up. Sometimes I look like today, I saw what my wife was putting on, and I say, it looks so good on her, I just think it'll look good on me too. So I went and found me a royal blue tie and a royal blue hanky. And I know I look good because I looked in the mirror. And I know I look good because she told me I look good. But she also asked me something else. She said, how do you feel? And I had to tell her I look good, but I don't feel like. Y'all ain't gonna help me here. I know I took the time to shave, and I even cut my ear because I was trying to make sure I got this corner over here to make sure the line was straight. And I made sure I put on the type of cologne I wanted to wear and put on the type of aftershave. I look good. But on the inside, I still miss some things. And so I don't know who you are today. And I don't know what you're going through. But I heard the man say, Lord, I believe. But help my unbelief. What the man was actually saying was, Lord, I know you can. But because I have a problem in my mind, I need you to extend my trust in you. And I don't know who I'm talking to today. I don't know who this applies to, but I will tell you today that God is waiting in the stairway of your life. Yeah, he's waiting for you to acknowledge that I have a problem called unbelief. Can I get a witness? But I stopped by to tell you that your spiritual immaturity will not stop God from blessing you. Have I got a witness? The Bible says that God said, or Jesus rather, said to the man, bring him to me. That's why you got to read the synoptic gospel, because when you read what Luke said that when Jesus saw the crowd, he told the man while the crowd was en route, he said, before the crowd gets here, bring them to me. Y'all missed y'all shout cue. Sometimes your spiritual immaturity is the result of you hanging around the wrong crowd. Ain't God all right? Sometimes your spiritual immaturity is because you're listening to the wrong crowd. But I heard Jesus say, bring it to me. Ain't God all right? I'm out of here now. But if you want the Lord to honor your spiritual immaturity, you got to learn how to bring it to him. Ain't God all right? Whatever it is, you got to stop sitting down, whining and complaining. You got to stop making all kinds of excuses of why you can't step out of the boat. Oh, Lord, you got to learn how to bring it to him. Ain't God all right? Help me. Help somebody in this church. Tell your neighbor whatever it is. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Don't hold it to yourself. Don't hold it in your bosom. All you got to do is bring it to Jesus. Trouble in your home, bring it to him. Trouble on your job, bring it to him. Pain in your body, bring it to him. I want to ask you one thing, and I'm going to leave you alone. Won't he do it? I got happy in my bathroom just from saying this one line. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Somebody ought to testify. Say he will if you know he can. Say he will if you know he can. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? He will, 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 he will. Shucks, I done got happy. He will. The text said, bring it to him. Don't hold. I just told one of the ushers, don't hold it in. Don't hold it back. That's what shows spiritual immaturity. He said, cry so I can wipe. He says, open the door to your heart so I can see the cares. And then cast them.
Look out. Look out.
All I'm trying to tell you is the stuff that the world been telling you not to do. It's been what's causing you to have spiritual immaturity. Because you're trying to size up God's ability based on what you're accustomed to hearing. Y'all ain't hearing me today. Y'all listening, but y'all ain't hearing me. But can you imagine how Philip felt when Philip said these words? He said, Master, we can't feed 5,000 folk because we don't have enough money in the treasury. Brother Jones, we can't do it. I know you chairman of trustees, and I know treasurers. We can't do it. I know we got a little money in the saving, but what is that among so many? Now, if that's not bad enough, watch this. But there is a lad here. Sister Miosha brought some donuts. But that ain't enough to feed all of us. Now watch what the response was. Bring it to me. I told y'all don't know when to shout. 2 sardines, and if you from Mother Rice's house, 5 whole cakes. But if you from some of these youngins' house, 5 Pillsbury dough biscuits. And we ain't talking about bass. We ain't talking about catfish. We talking about sardines. And Jesus said, bring it to me. Can you imagine how each one of these 12 men felt when Jesus took, and that might, by the way, this story is in Luke chapter 9, which is also this story is connected. Come on now. Every time they would bring the basket, they would take the basket that Jesus put in their hand and feed the folk, and they got to this run. They said, oh, dang. Jesus, I need some more. He said, here. Bring it to me. Every time they would bring him the basket, he feel it. Y'all don't know. Tell the person next to you, if you ain't going to help me praise, then move away from me. Because every time you take your basket, he'll feel it. Now, here's the part in the text that folk don't get because they so busy excited about the 5,000. You got to look at the text. It says they all were filled. Which means this. Somebody got seconds. One sandwich wasn't good enough. You know, some of y'all like me, you don't want nobody to know. But listen, I don't want one tripe sandwich. I want 2. Y'all saw me. I didn't come at the table yesterday with 2 donuts. I had 5. But I was full. You can say all you want. Ooh, Pastor, you eating all that sweet, but I was full. Ooh, Pastor, you don't know what that going to do to you. I don't care what it's going to do. I was full. Sister made some pasta that was good. Look. And I was full. But here's the part that got me. Reverend Williams, this is the part that got me. He said everybody was full. And then Jesus says, afterwards, gather up the fragments so that none could be lost. Y'all don't know when to shout. Because the Bible says that when they gathered up the fragments, there were 12 baskets for you. 12 baskets full. How many disciples were there? Because they had enough sense to bring it to Jesus. And Jesus utilized them in the process of feeding 5,000 plus. You know they had to be hungry from just watching. And when they got through, Jesus said, now here's your basket. And their basket was what? Y'all. And all of that was the result of one lad bringing it to Jesus. And here's the catch. Get rid of your waste basket. Don't have no basket sitting around for waste, because God doesn't waste. Get your basket clean and ready for God to put the blessings in your basket. And here's the good thing about it. Listen, Peter, as gnarly as he is and as he was, he didn't worry about what James had in his basket. Y'all need to stop worrying. But listen, you're supposed to be filling your basket. You're over here looking in somebody else's basket. And then the audacity to put your hand in somebody else's basket. You ain't got to put your hand in nobody else's basket. If you want what you see in my basket, God honors spiritual immaturity. I don't know if I'm able to handle what LD has, but I do want what LD has. If you don't mind, can I just have it? Because if you don't give it to me, my spiritual immaturity may make me steal. And I think I need to tell you the reason why some of y'all going through, because you've been trying to steal other people's blessings. But if you don't know what it took for me to get my blessing, you better stop trying to steal. Because if you knew what I had to go through to get my blessing, I'm here to tell you, you may be listening to me online, I don't know, but I'm here to tell you, if you try to get my blessing, you better get ready. Because I done had some mess. I done had some crying days, some sleepless nights. I done had some fear. I done had some tears. I done had some fear that I was going to end up in jail. And innocent. You better stop trying to steal folks' blessing. Keep your eyes out of somebody else's basket. And keep your eyes on your basket. But the ultimate part is, bring it. Bring it to them. And will you be honest? That's the hardest thing to do. Y'all don't want to tell the truth on yourself. But how many times did God have to snatch it from you? And you have to then testify. He told me a week ago to bring it to him, and I was holding on to it. And now that he snatched it, some of the blessing that was on it has to be reduced because you didn't become a cheerful giver. Uh-oh. Because y'all been thinking giving is all about cheerful giving is all about money. But sometimes you got to be a cheerful giver to give him the situation. Lord, I want to give this to you. I thought I could handle it. And I held on to it long as I could. But I ain't going to complain about handing it to you. And that's when God does his best work. The sermon that God gave me today, he gave it to me to preach to you all. Because some of you all are afraid to latch hold to the vision because of what you lack. Come on. Come on now. It ain't about what you have. It's about what you're willing to give. And it ain't about money. it's strange that in the church, when you talk about give, the only thing folk think about is finance. But there's a 3T to this tier. It's called time, talent, and tenth. Some folk may not have. Just Tate said to me today, was that today or yesterday? Yesterday, she said, baby, I don't have a tithe because I'm unemployed. I say, but you living off my tithe. See, notice, she said, I don't have a tithe. Some folk don't have a tithe, but you have time. You have talent. Now, Candace is trying to figure out how you don't have a tithe. That means you're unemployed. Because if you got a job, you got a tithe. The question is, are you stealing or are you surrendering? But if you don't have a job, you don't have a tithe. So the only thing you have left is time and talent. So give of yourself, and God will honor it like it's a tithe. And so the Lord said to me, he said, the problem that you had in 2025, he said the only way you'll get rid of it for 2026 is that the assembly and those who are connected to it will acknowledge their spiritual immaturity. You got to be willing to tell the truth about what you lack in your belief. The man said, I believe, but help my unbelief, which means he says there's some areas that I lack strength in belief, and I'm not going to label it anything else but unbelief. The word that he used, I did the Greek translation. I said I ain't going to preach no Greek today because God told me there was some folk who just came to hear straight word. But I wanted to make sure I was aligned with the text. And so I looked at the Greek translation of that text, and the word belief was not peitho, which is trust. That's right. The word in that text was pisteuo, which means to lean and be persuaded, to lean on the word and be persuaded by the word. Listen to what it was saying. It says, even though I may not trust it, I'm persuaded that it'll work. What I have to do is move toward it. Come on now. Come on. So then unbelief, apisteuo,